What is up, dudes, dudettes, and dudes who defy description? And a toasty hot warm welcome to each and every one of you beautiful peeps out there as we begin another episode of Awesome Fun in Minecraft with me, Oz. It's so nice to see you. We are here beside our beacons, and how cool is this? Like, beacon intensifies, then it's quiet, intensifies, then it's quiet, intensifies, and then it's quiet. Yes, in our last episode, we fought the Wither a whole bunch of times, and I was finally able to complete my awesome beacon goodness of 6 beacons around my main area of hanging outage here. That gives me all of the perks, as you can see in the top right corner there. And definitely we're going to have to do some kind of build to incorporate all this awesome beacony action, but I just love the purple and black action. As you can see, purple and black are 2 of my favorite colors, but that's not what we're here to do today. No, you have to come and check this out. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an awesome new vehicle that we're going to add into our driver, and here it is. It is the Batmobile. Oh yes, this is the ultimate in crime fighter action. And in case you don't know what is going on at the moment with all these vehicles, is I'm making vehicles to add to my Starlight driving build over there that you can see in the background. And oh boy, do I love the Batmobile. It was a bit of a challenge because you just don't get black blocks in the variety, and obviously the Batmobile is a famously all black sort of vehicle, and I don't know, there's something about this, the shape of it, that I am just absolutely in love with. I just think it looks absolutely wicked, even though it's kind of purple colored with all these nether bricks. And you'll never guess what, folks. Oh yes, I am going to show you how to build this baby, and it requires such a simple amount of materials. And it hardly takes any time to build, but it just looks absolutely awesome. Now, for today's build, you will need all of the items that you can see here in my shulker box of goodness. But as this is a tutorial video, a full list of all the materials you need will be down in the description below. So without further ado, let's get started on today's Batastic build. To start out with, you want to make yourself a little dirt rectangle that is 3 blocks this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 blocks this way. So that is 9 by 3. Then start out by grabbing yourself your coal block, which of course is our tire, and you're going to smash out 1 block behind, place a coal block, 1 block behind from the start, another coal block. Then we do a 1, 2, 3 of a gap on the 4th one, break that out and pop in a coal block, and repeat the same on the other side. Then a stone button is placed on the outside of the block to act as our tire, just the same kind of tire that we use in every other build. Then we can get ourselves some nether brick slabs, and we're going to start by getting rid of this block at the front, placing a slab there, placing 1 there. We're then going to place another block just behind the tire here. Let's leave this one in the middle out for the moment, and again just place 1 there in front of the tire and another 1 here behind it, and then repeat the same thing on the other side, just like so. There we go. So basically behind and in front of each tire. Now the next thing we're going to want to do, as you can see, is we're going to place a row of slabs along the top of the tires like so. We're going to have to, of course, as usual, have a quick sleep. Every time I get started with a build, it's always turning into nighttime. It certainly feels that way. Anyway, okay, let's quick sleep. Now that we are fully rested, we are going to come along and we're going to place a slab just beside or between the front set of tires like so, and we're going to draw this in a line all the way to the back tire like so. Now, the next step that we are going to do is we're going to get ourselves our observers, and we're going to place an observer. Now, let me remind myself how this works. Yep. So if you just place an observer facing towards the vehicle there, you'll place an observer there, and then you're also going to want to face towards this observer No, that's not what you do, because if you do that, well, you could do that if you want a flashing light, because the flashing lights are pretty cool. You actually have to face the same direction and place... No, bad observer. Okay, I remember what we do now. The observers, they never place the way that you want. You're going to place a dirt block, one with a gap of 1 in between it there, and then you're going to face there. Why? Why do you hate me, observers? Why? Okay, you're going to have to crouch down here and place it down there, just like so. And you'll know that you've eventually got it in the right direction if you're, 1, not as incompetent as me, and 2, you see that the triangles are facing in the correct direction. Now, our next block is going to be black concrete that we are going to place down here behind the observer. Then we're going to have a gap of 1, 2, and we're going to place another bit of black concrete there. Now, in between these 2 bits of black concrete, you're going to place some black glass. Now, flick back to your Nether Brick slabs, and you're going to put them, starting from the glass, all the way back to just here, like so. Then underneath this area here, behind the black block, you're going to place a magma block, just like so. And this is going to act as the sort of the booster that you see. And I guess in terms of Batmobiles, this is sort of a bit like, it's a bit like the original animated series one, sort of crossed with, I don't know, the one from Batman Forever, the kind of Tim Burton Batmobile. It's that kind of era of Batmobile that we're going for. Now you want to place a trapdoor here of the jungle variety, just closed to act as a sort of cool looking vent. Next, we are going to get rid of this slab here. That was a misplacement on my part. And facing towards the magma block here, we're going to look at the top and place an upside down stair on that side. Come around, get rid of this top slab here and place an upside down block just there like that. We are then going to get our dirt and we're going to place dirt block there and there with an upside down stairs facing towards the back like so. Then if we come around, place a dirt block sticking onto the back of our stairs there. Build yourself a little way to climb up. And then you're just going to place a normal stair on top of these dirt blocks like so. Then we can get rid of our dirt blocks here. And when we take away the sawdust, is that what they... Is that kind of how... Yeah, once we brush away the sawdust, we can see we've got this awesome shape that you can see on the back there. And we can actually get rid of these blocks at the blah, 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 blah. Cannot speak. Nothing new there. Get rid of all of our dirt blocks. Just get rid of them. Even the ones underneath here. And you can see the Batmobile is really coming together now. Oh yeah, the Joker is gonna be worried. So we can see we're pretty much almost done here. This is what I mean. It takes a fraction of a second to build these things, even though I make it look like it's harder than it is. Next, we're gonna come along, and what you really want to do is place this black carpet anywhere that it will go without looking weird. So you see, you can't put it there because it hovers into the sky. So also, if you place it here, it hovers into the sky. So you just want to put it anywhere that it'll go and lay flat. And this, I think, helps because it is a vehicle that, as I say, is supposed to be a sort of all-black vehicle. But you can't get that because those blocks don't exist in Minecraft yet. But if Mojang are listening to all the letters I've sent them that I made by cutting up lots of newspapers and magazines, they will eventually add these blocks in. And do you know what, dudes, dudettes, and dudes who defy description? That is the Batmobile. How simple was that? I mean, I managed to make it sound a lot more complicated than it actually is. But if we give it a check by looking at our original one, you can see how simple it was to build this fantastic looking vehicle. And there is something I should point out in terms of the vehicles I make, like Ecto-1 here and the Batmobile and a lot of my other vehicles, is that I'm trying to build them in a sort of scale that makes sense in the Minecraft world. So it looks like your Minecraft character could jump into this vehicle and drive away in it. And that does sacrifice some of the accuracy. Now, if I was to build this as a big, massive statue that was like the size of the Iron Man Memorial Iron Farm blimp over there, you could build something that looks exactly like the real Batmobile. But I tried to build vehicles that are to a scale that you could actually use them. Now, it is tradition, of course, once we have built our vehicles here in the tutorial area, that we take them over and we plop them down into the Starlight Drive-In over there. And of course, there's only one way to do that, my favorite way, and that is to have ourselves a beautiful little time lapse. So, play the music and hit that time lapse. And there we have it. It has been added to the Starlight Drive-In. And of course, in case you're wondering, this is our statue by Stick God little data pack that we use to add in our character. And this also includes our more mob head data pack, which I've captured a bat head to use as Batman. Hi, I'm Batman. And I'm watching a movie. I might even be watching the movie of myself. Ah, jeez. Dude, don't do that, man. God, jeez. Oh, man, that thanks a lot. I'm going to have to go and change my underwear again. God, jeez, this guy, man. He scared the absolute pants off of me. Now, the one little thing that I'd like to do here is I'd just like to modify our speaker that you use for listening to the movie here. And we're going to place it down level here. So am I on the same line here? Yeah, there's one gap in between. And this vehicle is actually a little bit, is that a little bit lower than it? Let's see. Yeah, that's one block too high. So I think what we need to do is get rid of one. We'll only have one wall here. And that lines the speaker up perfectly so that Batman can once again have himself a quality listen to the movie that's going on. And can you believe it? One, I've left my bed over in the tutorial area. And two, it's getting dark. Really, that one too should have been the other way around. Hold on. Yeah, you make yourself invisible. That's how I like you best. It's daytime once more, and we have ourselves another edition. And let's jump up here, if I can manage to take off, which I suck at from the ground. There we go. Just waste of 5,000 rockets to take off there. If we stand ourselves up on top of the screen here, we can have a look down and see, oh, the spaces are filling up. How good does the Batmobile look as an addition there? So how many spaces did that leave us with? That leaves us with a 1, a 2, and a 3. 3 spaces there left to fill. So in our next episode, we're going to be adding a couple of cool vehicles, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Something that isn't a car, and actually probably isn't exactly from a film, but we're going to be filling up 2 more of our spaces in our next video, and that'll only leave us with 1 more left to fill. And part of me is excited to get this project finished, but also part of me is going to be kind of sad too. Now I'm going to go and have a word with this guy about sneaking up behind me, and of course I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day. Of course, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to do all the fantastic YouTubey things, which I won't say because you know what they are. And of course, we'll see you next time for some more awesome fun in Minecraft. So it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Batman. See you next time. Bye bye.